So I had a cool travel shoot down to South Haven, Mississippi. That's the one good thing about living in Arkansas is I'm pretty close to a lot of places. So this was a pretty short drive for me. I loaded up my FS5s and hit the road early in the morning. This was about a 2-hour drive from Little Rock to South Haven, Mississippi, just outside of Memphis. It's literally right on the border. And this was an existing client that I've worked with for a few years. I originally met this client out in Little Rock. They needed a local camera op for a conference event, and they hired me. And I was able to maintain that relationship with them moving forward. They actually travel around quite a bit. One week we were in New York, the next week we were in Miami, and they're based out of Mississippi. But yeah, this was a one-day shoot, one-man band type thing. I was able to negotiate a full-day rate, even though we were only filming for 2-3 hours. But with the travel, I really needed a full-day rate, and they were totally cool with that. We were filming some talking head promotional pieces, and it was a relatively easy shoot. There was no teleprompter or anything, so I was able to run the Dana Dolly by myself and then just make sure the main camera was still recording. So this is kind of the breakdown of the set and what we had going that day. But of course, I was using my Sony FS5s. I had an A camera and a B camera on a Dana Dolly. And I was recording into some Atomos recorders, just 4K ProRes. For the main camera, I was using a Rokinon 35 Prime. And then on the Dolly, I was using a Sigma 50-100. For the key light, I was using a 300 watt LED, daylight only, and it was shooting into a big softbox here. I believe I had an egg crate on the front of this, just to knock off a little bit of the light that was coming on to the wall and really keep the light focused on talent. I also had a backlight that was on a boom arm on a C-stand with an egg crate just to really direct that light and keep it from spilling all over the walls. Because we were shooting in a white room here, I was trying to really direct the light so it wouldn't overexpose the image. I also had about 3 sandbags on this front leg. Not sure if that's the proper way to do it, but I just didn't want this thing to tip over on talent. And for audio, I was using a boom mic. I left the blimp on there, but I took off the front cover. There was so much happening with the shoot and I didn't want to break this guy down. So I opted just to leave it on there, and I don't think it really affected the audio much. I was also running audio straight into the FS5. So for this shoot, I kind of let the client set up set design and how they wanted everything to look. I originally brought a director's chair because I liked the height of the director's chair, but they wanted more casual look, so they went with this armchair instead. I'm not a big fan of filming in armchairs like this. It just makes the talent look kind of small, but that's what they decided to go with, which was fine. And they added this box here. They wanted to break up some of the white walls. I wasn't a big fan of this box. I felt like it was kind of random. So in post, I ended up actually removing it, and they were okay with that. We had a lot of natural light coming in through these big windows. This was actually a photography studio, so they had a lot of natural light. So I decided to key from this side as well and just kind of fill in as opposed to keying from this side. And also it makes sense to have the light already coming from this direction, kind of like smart lighting with the windows here. I'm really comfortable using the FS5s. I know the camera's inside and out, so I know exactly where the settings need to be to dial in the best image possible. But yeah, this is a great client. They give me plenty of work. During the summer, we usually do maybe 4 to 5 shoots. But yeah, after the shoot was done, I grabbed some lunch and then headed home. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you find some sort of value in these videos that I'm posting. Feel free to leave any comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.